Welcome to another episode of Searching for McGuffin with your host, George.
Gabe.
And Link.
And then that's the bit at the beginning. There you go. And it is another summer special here at Searching for McGuffin as we're live here.
Yes. We're live.
That's what you got for us, Link?
I had a good run today.
You had a good.
What ran today? You ran.
You had
today?
the runs, more like it.
I had the runs today.
What happened, Link?
I was watching The Sopranos.
Mm-hmm.
And when I watch Sopranos, I want to eat Italian food.
This should be good.
The problem is my mom is healthy now. She can't do pasta. It's not healthy. Apparently carbs are not good for you. Rice is not good for you.
They make you fat.
Yeah, they make you fat. Pasta is not good for you.
Bread makes you fat.
Is not good for you. So we don't have pasta.
So what do you eat?
For some reason we have cheese and
Cheese is
tortilla,
just tortillas.
tortilla. Yeah, I guess tortillas, right?
Flour tortillas.
Flour tortillas. Not
Okay.
even, yeah. To make burritos, and she adds a spinach one because they're healthier, right?
Supposedly.
Supposedly,
Allegedly.
more fiber.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching The Sopranos and I got hungry, and you, George, suggested some food that you were making.
Yes.
But you're a vegetarian now.
I
did
don't think
not
I was ready to go.
It did not sound.
I was public
appealing.
with that, but in case I change my mind later. But thanks for outing me as a vegetarian.
Oh, there you go. You're out of the closet now.
All right.
It did not sound appealing. What you were gonna make.
It's stir fry. It's very good.
It did sound good.
But what else did you say?
Okay, I just said broccoli, tofu, scallion rice.
And
I didn't include in the description the pickled cucumbers, but I do also have pickled cucumbers.
you also said cauliflower rice.
No, I said or cauliflower rice.
Cauliflower rice is fire
I
though.
hate cauliflower rice.
Oh.
I ate it too much. Now
Yeah,
I'm annoyed of it.
You replaced all your rice with cauliflower rice
Yeah.
and then immediately hated.
Yeah, it's like
cauliflower
I
rice,
can't
yeah.
with it.
You had cauliflower pizza?
Yeah, that was a
That's
choice.
not bad. That's not bad.
That was a choice in case you were carb conscious. That's the and/or that I put in the message.
And or.
Anyway, so
I don't know what camera to look at.
oh, you're right.
Only that one's on. We only have one camera now.
That's right. Hope you guys enjoy this new setup. Anyway, so I was watching Soprano. I wanted some Italian food, but all I had was mozzarella cheese and tortillas, spinach tortillas. So what did I do? I slathered
You
slathered it.
Slathered?
I think I'm really loud.
Slobbered. I don't know.
You slobbered?
Slobber knock it is.
Slobber knocked.
Just spread Japanese mayo on the tortilla and put a whole mess of cheese, and I put it in the.
Doesn't sound right.
And I put it in the. ¿Cómo se llama?
Sounds like a slang term.
Yeah.
The plancha.
You soldier boy.
The press?
The press, right? So give it some sturdiness, with and I ate it, and it was delicious.
The words that you choose to describe things with.
La plancha?
No, the sturdiness.
The Japanese mayo.
The
Yeah,
Japanese.
I
it is
spread my
Japanese
mayo.
I spread my Japanese mayo.
I spread my Japanese mayo, right? And let me tell you, it was delicious. It was fantastic. Those
Sure it
first few
was.
bites were really good. No, it was really good.
It's just cheese and Japanese mayo?
Cheese and grease. Cheese and grease. And
Cheese is
wrapped
grease.
around a spinach tortilla. Right? Delicious. My mistake was that I made 2 of them. And I'm lactose intolerant to some degree. And as soon as I ate it,
Gabriel seems perplexed
I could tell.
by this revelation.
You're lactose intolerant and you thought this would be a good idea? Cheese and Japanese mayo, and that's it.
And a tortilla.
A flour tortilla.
A spinach tortilla.
Spinach flour tortilla.
Yeah.
Oh, the spinach makes everything. Okay,
Yeah,
continue.
yeah. Exactly. And that's what I ate. Well, let me tell you, as soon as I ate it, I'm like, oh, this is going to give me diarrhea. And I knew it was going to happen. So before I showed up, I texted the gang, I texted the boys, the lads, hey, I had the most unhealthiest burrito of my life.
Which we assumed you bought somewhere, not that you made this to
I
poison
would-
yourself.
I was just imagining like a giant burrito covered in queso with guac and
Black olives,
3 different types of meats
Meat.
inside of it.
jalapeno peppers.
Only for me to find out it was cheese and Japanese mayo.
That's not even a burrito. That doesn't qualify.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever's listening to this,
An hour later,
is it
an hour later, I had to use the bathroom really bad.
does it classify as a burrito?
Yeah.
If it's just cheese
I
and
wrapped
mayo
it in
and
a
tortilla.
burrito form, right? I put it in.
I don't understand.
The press.
How could you wrap? How much cheese did you put in it to be able to wrap it as a burrito, like a fat burrito?
Yeah.
Look, that's
Think of what they put. Not as big as Chipotle burrito.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit smaller.
Like a
It's just
Taco Bell,
cheese.
like a Taco
but
Bell
it's just
burrito,
cheese and mayo.
Just cheese and
like
mayo.
the size of like a bean burrito or
But
something.
that
like
doesn't,
Bigger.
that doesn't sound like a good idea.
I was starving and I wanted Italian food,
Okay.
and that's all the Italianness I had.
You just doubled or tripled on the mozzarella.
I should have put some oregano to make it more Italian.
Honestly, that probably would have saved you
But-
something.
Probably.
But how was it Italian? There was Japanese mayo,
Mozzarella. He
a,
just
Mozzarella.
Mexican tortilla.
Mozzarella.
because I mean I won't.
There
like,
is it's a green tortilla. There is green in the color of the flag of Italy.
Uh-huh.
I won't even knock him. You watch The Sopranos, it really does make you just want Italian food.
It really, yeah.
I was
But
going
he
to-
didn't eat Italian food.
I was going to Elaine's all the time after.
See, if I
eating.
lived near Elaine,
Shout
like
out
Gabriel does,
Elaine's.
I'd be going all. I'd be
Honestly,
going
the
there
Japanese mayo would have thrown me off.
Wow.
I would have been like, I'm not eating Italian food.
So instead, our
Right.
streaming digital producer is actually eating the food that I offer. How's the food? He's off camera.
I mean, you could hear the clinks in the
Oh yeah,
on the
he's just
plate.
eating. Yeah, thumbs up. Just
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
yeah.
But
Okay.
show their thumbs to the
Yeah,
camera.
you put the thumbs up in the camera, and then
Yeah,
they
yeah,
can
yeah.
see. There you go.
Ah.
All right. So he's enjoying that delicious food. By the way, I used a mixture of the same sauces that I used for that beef that you like. So it's like hoisin, ponzu. So it's nice and sweet how you like it. So
Also, I wasn't sure if the invitation was only for Gabriel.
no, it was in the group chat.
I
That's
know,
why I
but-
said. That's why I said
But
I
Gabriel
haven't.
said, "I'm hungry, and I'll make you something." That's how I interpret him.
I mean, if I said dinner, I mean,
Yeah, I
this
was
is for all of
inviting
us.
everyone that was there. Yeah.
oh,
That's why I said I had just about enough for all of us.
yeah.
But then when you all decline, now I have to eat it for a third day in a row.
Mm.
I mean, I'll have some after. I was so hungry. I didn't eat today. I ate. Actually, that's not true. I had Doritos.
Yeah.
That was it.
Have you been fasting in the wake of your mourning from the last Star Wars show
No,
that you've been
he's just-
seeing?
Are you scraping the
Yeah.
the bowl?
We're
at
having-
this point.
Yeah, we're having a live show in the room. Please, could you try to keep it down?
Just have some decency, some respect for the craft. Like, really?
Please slap your lips on the mic.
Just scrape it like a chalkboard.
You're never gonna pass this internship.
It is off.
It is
Turn it
off, but we can hear you across the room.
His mic is on.
Wait, turn on snap.
His mic is on.
It's just not recording, right?
His mic is on.
Please turn off your mic.
Nick, there is a switch that says on and off on top. Look, no, up there you go.
Can't even see it.
Flip it. There you go.
Oh, that's why it was
Wait,
clanging
his mic
so
was
loud.
on the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it was
so
on.
I'm telling you,
I
everyone
thought
heard
it
the
was
clanging.
off.
Yeah. Well,
It's not
Okay.
recording though, right? I just say R.
Because it is recording. This is on the episode. I
okay.
told you.
So,
You said you weren't gonna record. my-
why are you talking so much? You said you didn't want to talk, and now you're speaking over.
Yeah, you might as well just be on this episode
Yeah.
now.
All right. So, I believe I made a transition about the Star Wars show that we're here to talk. We're not here to talk about just Star Wars.
We're not here to talk about my
No.
food.
No, we're here to talk about one of the topics that we talk a lot about. We haven't talked about it in a while, I think.
I think the common transition was that what he ingested gave him the runs.
Oh, okay.
And I think that what we ingested in
Gave-
the content of Star Wars gave us the runs.
I think it made me terminally ill, but
That's okay. Sorry. How
It
do we
gave-
want
it
to? How do we
gave-
want to get into this?
It gave me COVID.
okay. So a new Star Wars
Okay,
show
Joe.
just dropped, and in case you haven't seen it, in case you haven't seen it,
Mozzarella.
you don't have to. It's okay.
Mozzarella
you're-
with you.
If you're like a casual,
Mozzarella with you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I couldn't resist.
if you're like a casual Star Wars fan, I think you can skip the show. Is that fine? Is that are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's before everything.
If you must. Why is that funny?
He's dying at my jokes.
Oh, the mozzarella thing.
That's a good one. You think they have cheese in Star Wars? They have-
Yeah.
They have like
Blue cheese.
blue cheese, right?
They have blue cheese.
Oh man.
Oh, they got the worst one
Oh, I love blue cheese.
From the milk of that.
from the teat.
Your brother.
My brother
made-
loves blue
Yeah,
cheese.
he's the only person I know that likes blue
Oh,
cheese.
he made me. He made
I
me
like
learn
blue
to love blue
cheese.
cheese. Yeah.
You guys like blue cheese?
Yeah. Now we gotta have blue cheese with wings.
Yeah. If there's no blue cheese, he doesn't show up to the party.
No, he's literally walked out of party. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you didn't get blue cheese, and then he goes to Publix and he buys a bottle.
Yeah.
He doesn't even buy a bottle. He goes to the deli and he asks them
Yeah.
to serve a canister of blue cheese, and then he walks out with it.
No, I feel like he also takes the little.
Yeah,
thing.
he takes the little thing.
Which you have to pay for.
Oh, do you?
Yes,
Yeah,
they're
you
not.
do.
You're not free.
They're like 50 cents.
But he takes them.
Oh.
They're like 50 cents.
Well, my favorite
See,
is
if you're buying the wings, it's free.
Yeah, that's
it
what-
should be free.
yeah, it
but
should.
he's not buying the wings.
yeah. Well, I guess he just figures they're free. Well, I remember one time they just filled up like an entire like box, like a canister of blue cheese, and he's like, and we're like, oh, how much was that? He was like, no, they gave it to me for free at the deli. I was like, this is a quarter gallon of blue cheese.
You were supposed to pay for it.
Yeah, well,
Nick, do you like blue cheese?
he's chewing. He's literally in the middle.
Turning on the mic.
Turning on the mic.
He's so slowly turning on the
I'm
mic.
turning on the mic because I think everyone should know
Mm-hmm.
that blue cheese is my least favorite, like,
Color.
is my least favorite food ever.
Okay.
created
All
on
right.
this planet. It's very terrible.
It wasn't made on this planet. It was made in
the-
Star Wars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wherever Luke is from.
Honestly, like,
Tatooine.
No, wherever Luke is hanging out.
all I know is that my
A little
worst
island.
No, they have
memory-
blue milk in
The
Tatooine.
My
island.
worst
No, isn't that
memory
green?
on this earth was when
I
I
thought that was-
mistaked
Yeah.
blue cheese.
What are you saying?
I love that we're having a conversation.
You're having this whole episode by yourself.
I thought you didn't want to be on the episode.
What did
No
you
one
say?
can see
Yeah, but
you.
you're talking about blue cheese.
Okay.
Sorry, okay, what are you saying? You hate blue cheese.
I
Why?
mistaked ranch for
Speak directly into the mic.
look. I mistaked ranch for blue cheese once.
Oh,
It
and
was
it
the worst thing
traumatized
ever. It
you.
traumatized me.
Okay,
'Cause
gotcha.
my mom likes blue cheese. I'm like, ugh, I thought it was ranch.
More and more people are coming out of the woodwork with this blue cheese.
The blue cheese, see, it's a pandemic. No, an epidemic. We always get those two words mixed up on this show.
What were we? Where were we?
To be clear, blue cheese. I'm sorry, blue cheese. Blue milk is what they drink in A New Hope at the Skywalker.
What does he drink from the
Breakfast
tip
table,
of that
right?
monster?
It's green, no?
It's green. I think
Yeah.
I think it's just not fermented. I think it's fresh, and I think they have to ferment it for it to turn blue.
Is that true?
I'm glad that there's a whole
I
science.
made
behind
that. I
this.
just made that
No,
up.
I think that they don't drink from that. I think they don't drink from.
Well,
It's a different creature.
On Batu, there are two different types. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you can get green or blue.
Which
so.
they just taste like bubblegum, but whatever.
Yeah, I was disappointed. with
Yeah, I
that.
thought it would be like, you know what I thought blue milk would taste like?
What?
The end of cereal. Like,
Yes,
like
yes.
cereal milk.
Like
Yes.
that's what I thought it was going to taste.
that's
like.
what I thought it was
Sugar
gonna be too.
Okay, it's gonna be a
You
side.
know what it is? Taro tea is what I thought blue milk would taste
No, I
like.
thought it would taste like a Fruit Loop shake. I had
Oh.
that at the art festival, Food and Wine. Disney was
You
amazing.
can Google that, right? Recipe. We should make
Yeah,
that.
Fruit Loop shake. It was excellent. Anyways, I also ate at Sicky's in Orlando, and they have like all these crazy shakes. They had
What is
tricks.
Sickies
It's like a dive diner.
for sickos.
Yeah, for sickos because they got like burgers on burgers on burgers, and they do all these crazy mixes. And
Do they have just cheese and Japanese mayo burritos?
yeah, they have that. They have that.
Oof.
But
Alright,
they,
this
they
is-
put a hamburger
This
in
has
it.
turned into a food episode.
Yeah, but we're here to talk about Star Wars. We talked about disappointment.
I feel like we just want to talk about everything else but it.
Yeah.
But this show.
You know what? Let's just get into it, guys. Okay, we're not here just to talk about the Acolyte. We're here to check in on Star Wars because it's been a while since we've talked about it, and our relationship with Star Wars kind of evolves over time. I think the last time we were very hopeful and we were looking towards the future, and I would say that now I don't feel that.
was our last
great.
episode during the one we released for Ahsoka?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Okay, so we were
Oh,
hopeful.
that makes sense. 'Cause-
Or was it Mando 3?
no, I think it was
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Yeah,
Ahsoka 3, then what's the
Ahsoka 3, yeah.
what's the order of
Ahsoka season 3. Yeah,
What's the order of the release? What was
Mando 3,
Ahsoka was the last thing we saw before the Acolyte.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so heavy spoilers, I guess. We're just gonna jump into the Acolyte.
Spoilers.
We're doing you a favor. Just listen to them.
Or yeah, just listen to us and see if you want to watch this show
Yeah.
or not.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it,
Because there's probably like 3 of you who have finished it.
I'll start off right at the beginning. I was kind of excited for the show. I don't know about you guys.
I was excited about it because I
What?
thought we were going to discover an era that I did about Star Wars that we didn't know much about, the High Republic.
Yeah.
I just assumed that the one character we would see there would be Yoda because he seems like he'd be the only one that's alive during that time.
Right?
So I was just expecting, okay, cool, something new that I don't know much about, and because I don't know much about, I don't have high expectations. I don't have high expectations, low expectations.
Why are you scraping?
Do you want to like just just crash, just bang the mic into the desk, Nick?
Why are you
Just
so loud?
throw it
when
into
you
the
eat?
wall.
This man is talking about his expectations
Shove-
about the High Republic.
Just put the mic next to your mouth as you chew. Perpetually.
Please don't do that. Please don't do
It's
that.
not even on.
But we can hear you from here. Okay.
I want to say, Nicholas, I'm proud of you. As your father,
Honestly, this is on us. We gave him
Yeah.
the station.
I'm proud of you.
I knew this was bad.
I'm also.
I know you
interested
guys
as to how
can't see
Nick-
this,
as
but
to
we
how Nick would
literally
eat it.
give Nick a whole station, like a supercomputer
We should
station.
just turn that camera on.
Just put it on him.
Put it on Nick.
Nick cam. We should have a
eating.
Nick cam.
Nick Cam.
So Nick literally has his own table, his own desk, two monitors, a tower next to him, and he's enjoying his food. He has water there. See, because we're professional, we take care of our
And
interns.
then he has the audacity to get mad at us.
He gets mad at us when he gets late, or he arrived early.
He was on time today. I'll give him that.
Okay, we have to transition to the topic of today. But also, are you even monitoring the chat or anything? Like what? What is?
I think
what
he's
do
on
you-
his phone.
There's this guy named
Okay.
Jeremy.
Sorry,
Pan.
Jeremy, you're banned. Our producer's
All right,
banned.
all right. Back to
Okay.
the topic at hand.
So,
Wait, can you put the Twitch stream on the screen so I can see the comments?
You can read.
can you answer, Nick? Or,
Oh, me? Yeah.
yeah.
Nick, did you
who else? Who else is gonna put
Did
it
you
on?
put the Twitch on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As if Link could read that?
No, but
Right.
You can read.
Okay. So you were excited about the High Republic era. I think I was too.
put it on the other screen, Nick.
Who's the Logan director that has a Star Wars movie?
Mangold.
James Mangold. Like I'm excited about these projects, and I think last time we talked about Star Wars, I was excited about these projects going all the way back, so that you're not bogged down by all the canon and mythos and characters. But I don't think that's what we got here.
I'm not excited about anything anymore.
Yeah, I'm not excited
The
about
only
it.
thing I'm excited about is Andor Season 2. And that's where Star Wars ends for me.
Do we know when that's coming out?
Soon.
Soon.
Yeah.
Soon this year. Soon
Who
next
knows?
year.
No, soon next year. I think January.
What's next year?
Mm.
25?
Yeah, 2025. So we have to live till.
Dude, I woke up
Mm.
from a nap today and I did not know what year it was. I didn't know where I was. I
Yeah.
didn't know who I was.
You were scared. You yelled. I heard you like just cry out
I
loud.
was not like legit. I was just like, what the heck?
I was
was
here
crazy.
working in the studio, and you were just like
That was strange.
in a fugue state.
That's the effect that the Acolyte had on me. Very subpar, like below subpar. I think below mid.
Yeah.
How were your expectations going in though? Like, did you have high hopes?
No.
No.
I didn't
Really?
have any hopes for this show.
Was it because
The only thing I was like moderately excited about was Daphne Keene and Carrie Ann Moss.
I was excited about?
And
She
if
was
you watch the show,
I was excited about.
Spoilers: Carrie Ann Moss was murdered in the opener. She didn't even make it to the title sequence.
she
Now-
had.
She had some,
I mean, she has more screen time throughout the show through flashbacks.
She'll show up.
but-
I think it's just 2 episodes, though. Really, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like she dies in the first 5 minutes of the show.
episode 7.
And she has one before that.
Like,
Yeah.
how do you get Trinity to do her like that? And I think that's what set the tone for me.
It set the tone.
For the show?
Absolutely.
Where I'm just like, I think I'm gonna hate this show, and I tried to look at it. I was just like objectively like, okay,
Yeah, because we don't want to be upset or disappointed.
Because why? What do you get from hating on something? What
Yeah.
do you get from like not enjoying something? I want to enjoy it, obviously.
Do you think that had they killed her later on, when you could develop her character a little bit more?
That's
when you could-
fine.
like that would have been more meaningful than just killing her immediately, where you don't know anything about her, you don't really care about her, so it doesn't. All you know is that it's Trinity. You get me? It's Carrie Ann Moss. She's a big star, right?
Yeah.
In the sci-fi world,
Mm-hmm.
you're excited to see her, and then immediately you take her out,
She just
and it's like, what?
you take her out, and then the way that you take
The
her
way
out,
you take
like,
her out,
she's
silly. It's not even like
she's
a cool way.
she's a Jedi master who has had multiple Padawans, who's trained a bunch of Jedi, and you're telling me that she can't. First of all,
She
she
can't
can't
pay
sense
attention.
a move that's
Yeah.
coming,
Yeah.
like, and she can't.
There
And
was
she
a-
gets killed by a Padawan.
There was a lot
Right?
of it. Yeah.
Without
Padawan
a
level
lightsaber.
without
Yeah.
a lightsaber.
There was a lot of this on the show where a character can do something incredible and amazing and inhuman, and like also lose sight of someone 10 feet away from them. Like, I know was it the second to last or the last episode? Soul's like running after May, and he's like, no, stop. And like she gets into a hatch and she can close the door and there's nothing he can do about it. But then moments later, he's he's doing this tornado move where he can dispel like multiple lightsabers
Yeah.
coming at him. So like there was a lack of consistency.
Yeah.
And I think what you
Like,
mentioned real quick.
You can't tell if they're badass or not.
Yeah, yeah. And I think what you mentioned about Carrie Ann Moss's quick death is a symptom of like a larger issue. The non-sequential storytelling of the episodes out of order. They kill Kelnaka, which is the Wookiee Jedi. They kill in the first or second episode because they dropped them two at the same time. Was it Tobin? Torben. They kill him right at the beginning.
Gold bald so soon.
Well, his
It's been 16 years. Then.
his beard work was very fake.
You know who that was? That was the kid from Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Jeffrey?
Not Joffrey.
Baratheon?
No. Not Joffrey.
No, I'm just saying things. I've never seen Game of
Oh,
Thrones.
okay.
No, I know. I was for George.
Which kid?
The prince. The one that
Jeffrey?
offs himself off the building. His brother. Tommen.
Oh. I forgot about that story. So offs himself off the building? No, they don't push him off the building?
He just walks off.
Oh, so not the one that they push out to.
That's Bran
Yeah, okay.
in the first episode.
That was Bran. I forgot about that. But so all the Jedis get killed before we go back and tell their story.
Yeah.
So
They're just punks, man. They're punks.
I think I said this after I saw episode 7. I was like, why wasn't episode 7 episode 1?
Yeah, it should have been the
It makes
you're right.
no sense whatsoever. Like,
Because episode 7 was actually pretty decent. Like,
Because episode 7, it's all about like, all right, we have this big secret that Soul is the one that killed her mom.
Yeah.
Right? That she doesn't know. But you could have showed that episode 1 and then just held that secret from her the whole
yeah,
show.
hold it from them. It
Them,
didn't
yeah.
need to be held from
For
us.
Yeah.
well, also like, didn't she like possess Torben and was gonna make a move?
Yeah. And that's the other thing too, because okay, so obviously Soul does a bad thing by killing the twins' mom, right? And then lying about it for years and years and years. But in reality, the moment where she leaves her body, like in a spirit attack, like I'm gonna kill that.
Yeah, this is
That witch
this is
too,
This
like-
is a Padawan. You get me?
Yeah,
This is a Padawan you have here. Like you, as a Jedi Knight, you have to protect them.
it's rational. Yeah. So I
I don't understand why.
think a big criticism here too, a lot of irredeemable characters. Did you guys feel like the Jedi came off kind of crappy on this show?
Yeah, and it also makes me question Yoda. You know, what kind of ship is he running? Also, wasn't a fan of the green lady.
No, she was
The dinosaur?
what?
Sure,
I don't know what she is, bro. She had some scales on her
Bro,
bald head.
I think she's an alien. That's
and Daphne Keene.
Bro, she was honestly.
Xenophobic, is that what that's called?
xenophobic. Yeah, correct.
Am I being xenophobic now?
Yeah, because you're afraid of these alien races.
Bro, she looks like a dinosaur, man.
Daphne Keene, man, such a great actress. And
A
they
waste.
Just, they
A
just
waste.
like hide her in makeup
You know they were saying.
and prosthetics
I
And kill her.
saw on TikTok.
and
Spoilers.
killed her.
So we know Daphne Keene is a great actress, right? We saw her.
I don't know about great, but
No, I mean I thought she was great in
when she was a little girl,
A
in
little girl,
Logan. Yeah, yeah.
No, she was good in that HBO show she was in.
Which
She's
is
a good
The
actress.
Golden Compass one.
oh yeah, the atheist propaganda.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a good actress, right? But because she was under all the makeup, right? She really like her eyebrows are covered, right? So she uses her eyebrows as well as in acting. And Leslie Headland, what's her name? Headland was like complaining because it seemed like because her eyebrows were covered, she couldn't really emote. You get me? Show expression with her eyebrows. So Leslie's thinking, bro, this person, why are you not acting? But in reality, she was like, I can't act because my eyebrows are stuck. So I'm giving you like this pale expression because I literally can't act right
Why
now.
is she victim blaming?
Who?
Leslie Headland.
Because that's a
You shouldn't have said
She-
that.
What happened? What did I?
That's so annoying.
Take it back?
man. No. What he said, like,
Why did they let it happen?
the leader of a project. Why are you getting mad at your own choice? Like,
I'm sure it was
Who
like
shared
a
this?
mistake.
Who shared this?
X23.
She said it. She had shared
Yeah.
it. Sorry. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's Leslie Headland's fault.
she was just saying, it's not my fault.
No. Yeah. Look, what I've seen of Daphne Keene, she's really good. I just haven't seen a lot of her, and yeah, I think this was an opportunity for her to showcase her skills, and she was held
I
back.
think that's the overarching theme is this is a missed opportunity for this whole show.
Yeah, missed potential.
For the characters, for the story.
Did you care about any of the characters?
I did about Soul. That's at some point.
At the beginning, you care about Soul,
Yeah.
right? Like in the first episode, I liked him. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
I was like, oh, this is a cool character.
cool
I can't wait
character.
to see what happens.
Exactly.
Nothing. That's
he-
what.
Yeah, he's
I
dressed like One
didn't
Punch Man.
care for any of them.
He makes a series of bad decisions and just
The Sith was kind of cool.
yeah.
I think it just looks cool.
Yeah, I
Portal.
think he looks cool, but also looks, I don't know, a little off.
How so?
So he looks cool in that like evil, like devilish way, but also looks kind of S&M.
I think it's kind of too short. You think?
I don't know. It just looks like
Representation.
okay. I'll be
I felt as a short king, I felt represented.
I felt seen.
Yeah, I felt seen.
okay. You know how when we first were introduced to Kylo Ren, it was a little cosplay, you know, trying to be Vader.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this is kind of trying to be Sith. It looks like what I would design a Sith if I was like in a Star Wars video game and I get to like choose my helmet and put a cloak. It doesn't all really go together. Like he doesn't have sleeves, but he has a helmet. And it's like, it's fine. It's cool. But I don't know that it's super thought out. Is that weird?
I think I made this comment to you before that I was giving this show a bit of grace since it's a different era, since I'm not really
Explored.
It's 100 years before what we're used to, what
Yeah.
we know. So I'm just like, if it's a little, but some of the stuff that I'm seeing, I'm just like, all right. I think towards the end of the show, I think my patience was running out, my grace was running out, where I'm just like, all right, this looks like, I don't know, it just looks like people went to Disney and just
Cosplay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And that's the thing. We know that the budget, and sometimes knowing so much outside of the show hinders your ability to enjoy it.
like I wouldn't
Justify-
have liked to hear that comment because that just makes me not like the director more.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't have liked to have known the budget because I believe every episode is like
10 million?
no,
Who
Wasn't it
reports these?
87
Who
million?
reports these things?
it's more than that.
Wasn't
Because I heard like there were statements about a certain film that their budget was reported, and then people were coming out saying like that's not even remotely close, like true.
Who? Okay, you want to be more specific?
The F1 movie,
Okay.
that it was like $300 million.
Okay.
Is this a Brad Pitt one?
Yeah.
Well,
No,
well,
because there's two budgets. That's why. So if someone's saying a number like that, it's probably including marketing. Marketing can be upwards to twice as much what the actual film budget is. So that's probably someone's gonna argue like, no, we only spent 180, but in reality they spent over 300 million because marketing doesn't go into the film budget.
But who reports those numbers?
They have to report. They're self-reported. But that movie's not out yet, so the budget's not finalized. You understand? Like that movie isn't. It's not in the can. It's
So-
still in post-production.
So this has like official numbers
Yeah.
reported.
The budget is $180 million, right? And it was 8 episodes, so divided. It's each episode, on average, is about $22.5 million.
I'm sorry.
Were they lining people's pockets? Like what?
Now,
Where did that money go?
I am convinced that Hollywood is literally just a laundering scheme, because
must-
Where's his money going?
where is the money going?
It went to catering.
For example, the budget of this is
Irish
I-
little Tony had there.
yeah. What was the budget for Dune the movie?
One something.
Yeah, it's less than that, right? Dune budget
I mean,
165 was the first Dune. So Dune 1 costs less than this show. And you'll say, "Oh, it's two." Okay, it's 8 episodes versus like a how long is Dune? It's really long. It's like almost 3 hours, right?
yeah.
It's like a 3-hour movie, let's say.
Dune 2?
Yeah, no, Dune 1.
2.5?
2.5? Okay. But if you add up the minute by minutes too, it's not that much more than a movie like Dune. Because the episodes are really short. It's a half-hour show. Like almost a third of it is credits and recap. 190 million Dune 2. So pretty comparable, the budget between Dune 2 and this show, The Acolyte. And I don't see where the spending is going. The special effects aren't top tier. You know what it is too?
But even I do remember hearing that Leslie
Headland.
Headland said that they did not use. And I'm not sure if this makes it more expensive or cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't use the thing that John Favreau uses.
The volume.
The volume. Yeah, they actually build sets.
Yeah,
and
actually,
he was kind of bragging about that.
Yeah.
Still, you get me? I don't think I think it rubbed people the wrong way.
Really? Why? Why did it rub people the wrong way?
Because people love the volume. I don't know. That's what I
People
saw.
want to hate, bro.
Yeah.
They're looking for any excuse.
Here's
Nah, honestly, I think that's a great creative choice. I know that, for example, what's the alien guy?
Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott loves using practical sets, and I think those movies always look good, even when they're not the best, right?
I wonder if a lot of that money also went to
It did. I heard that they
because-
spent a lot of money
Yeah.
on creating sets.
Yeah.
Because they save a lot of money doing that. But I think that the volume, I believe they used it for the Obi-Wan show, right?
Yeah.
I feel that it ruined the Obi-Wan show because a lot of the sets and scenes felt lifeless and felt like, okay, here's a background, here's a couple of little itty-bitty set pieces, but for the most part, they didn't feel like living scenes. And I think that the volume was built mostly for Mando, right? And the subsequent shows that tie into that. And they really know how to use it because that's the vision for the show.
They created that.
Yeah, but you can't just plug it into
anything.
Yeah. So I think that's a good creative choice.
That's why I said I think a lot of that money went to the set.
Yeah,
design.
I did hear that was a large portion of their budget was building sets. But I also didn't think that their sets were like super
elaborate.
Yeah, or impressive or anything. I know that's location filming. Oh, maybe that's what it is too, because they go to the island. They have
Island boys.
So maybe that's what it is. Location filming costs a lot of money nowadays, so it's probably that they do a lot of traveling on the show and use real life locations. So
you think they really did hyperspace?
No, I don't.
Trying to do?
I think it's just places on Earth. That's Peter Bike. Chase
did not look good in my opinion.
I think Return of the Jedi looked better.
Yeah. Okay, I thought it was just me.
Second to last episode.
When it's
episode 7.
Remember, it's in the flashback when when Sol is chasing Torben.
Yeah. When Carrie-Anne Moss is there with Sol, and Sol is carrying Moss, and So that episode they go through.
I don't know the show, man.
You don't have to remember the shows. I'm never gonna revisit it again.
Like, what was it? Oh, when Jean from the Arrow universe, from the Arrowverse.
John Diggle.
No, the other one. John. What's his name?
The security guard.
Guardian.
The blind lawyer.
Wait, isn't that the security?
The State Farm guy? Who are we talking about, man?
I was gonna say Mindhunter.
John from
Martian Manhunter.
Man, I'm trying.
Are you talking about the
senator?
The senator? Okay.
That's not the State Farm guy?
No, that's not the State Farm guy. That's John Diggle.
That's not John Diggle. Wait, who is he?
The senator. He's Martian Manhunter.
I don't think I made it that far into the Arrowverse. I never saw him. I don't think I saw Martian
It's
Manhunter.
Supergirl. He's the guy that leads the.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I think I made it to season 2, but Martian Manhunter was in 1, right?
The guy comes on screen for 5 minutes, and I'm like, this is the best acting I've seen on the show.
Really? I was so zoned out already. I was like, what the heck is this guy doing here?
And that was it. I didn't know he was British.
Is he British?
Apparently, or that's a very good accent.
During the Martian Manhunter? Or?
I would have never guessed that John Diggle is British.
That's not John Diggle. Okay. So
okay, what were good points of the show? What were
I
the good
do
parts
think,
of the show?
yeah, like there's
some of the
highs
lightsaber
and
battles.
lows. I think the lightsaber battles
That's
were
it.
pretty good.
That's it.
They were cool. They were badass, right? But I feel like that's it.
I liked them. I like this here. Oh, except for the part where Soul's falling down.
Oh,
yeah,
that was
the
bad.
slow motion.
Wait, question about that. Question
That
about. Wait. Were
bad.
they using the Force there, or is that how I'm supposed to interpret it, or was that just like a stylistic choice?
I think
because I couldn't understand that scene.
I think it was just a stylistic choice.
I think he jumps back and uses the Force to catch
So none of them
himself,
are using the Force
But
as they're going down. Like
They're both using the Force?
I don't know, but it looked really bad.
It looked
it looked really
Yeah.
It
bad.
made no sense because like it would have looked cooler if they were going fast and then they slowed down
when
at the end.
he throws a double lightsaber and then just whooshes them away. I thought that was cool.
I thought that was cool, but then it ruined that moment earlier
Yeah.
that I mentioned.
Yeah.
I do think episode 5 where the stranger kills everyone. I thought, man,
that's the best episode.
that was
Yeah.
the best episode.
Yeah.
But
Again, we don't know. I believe episode 2's cliffhanger in week 1 was, there's a Wookiee Jedi. We don't learn anything about him, and then he dies.
Yeah.
So
he kills everyone. But here's the thing. Same thing with Carrie Ann Moss at the beginning.
Indira, I believe.
Indira, yeah.
Indora?
Indara? Okay.
I don't care about these characters.
Yeah.
So you killing them, it looks cool, but I'm like, I wasn't sad.
Okay.
I wasn't devastated. You get me?
That was like when they made the Black Widow movie
Oh, I haven't seen that.
after they killed her in Endgame.
Yeah. I think.
Oh wait, Black Widow. I'm sorry. My mind interpreted the Sweeney Todd movie. Sweeney Todd?
What?
What's her-
He said Black Widow,
I
and
know.
you thought about Sweeney
No, I
Todd,
thought, what's her name? What's her name?
the demon barber of Fleet
like hot
Street.
girl. Sweeney something.
Sydney Sweeney?
Sydney Sweeney.
Sweeney!
What's the name of
Sweeney Todd.
What's the name of the
Anyone
movie?
but you.
No, what's the name
Euphoria.
of what's the name of the spider movie she was in?
Madam Web.
Madam
Scarlet
Web,
Spider.
That's what I said. I haven't seen it. Okay.
How
my
did we
bad.
get
My mind just interpreted it like that. I'm
the
like,
Well,
Sweeney Todd?
If you liked that scene where the two Jedi fall down in slow motion,
I
there's
didn't
like
like that. I
there's
didn't
like a bunch of
understand that scene.
that's Madam Web's the movie for you. There's
All right,
just
okay.
like a bunch
All
of
right,
that stuff.
all right. Okay, let's talk about also
All right.
the whip, the lightsaber whip, just to be in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
what was that? We
really?
didn't get to see much of it.
really?
Yeah, she just uses it once on
One
that
time?
bug. Yeah. Also, I don't like stuff like that. It doesn't make sense. Lightsaber. Okay, let's be honest. Lightsabers don't make sense. Okay. But if you turn it into a whip, it makes so much less sense that now what do I believe in? You know.
You can do anything.
And that was a big controversy in the pilot.
How do you feel about Ezra's gun lightsaber?
It's a cartoon, so it's like you get away with more. You understand? There's a suspension of disbelief. None of this makes any sense. Star Wars doesn't make any sense. But you can only go so far depending on the medium. For example, the Inquisitors, like in Rebels, they're helicopter lightsabers. I don't want to see that in real life because, like, I'm barely going to accept it as a cartoon. So the fire in episode 1 that breaks out on the spaceship, and they put it out with like a fire extinguisher in space. This was a big controversy because there can't be a flame in space, and how are you going to extinguish it? There's no oxygen. How do you put it out, right?
Oh, was it outside of the ship?
Yeah, outside of the ship. They're repairing it in the first episode because I caught it immediately.
Bro, I don't even understand. I don't remember the first time.
Remember when we're introduced to OSHA?
Oh,
Which we
OSHA.
should probably
She's like-
talk about the lead.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're introduced with OSHA. She's working on the ship, and the fire breaks out, and she's like, because of the fire when she was a child, right? But everybody's like, how fire? And then the counter argument to that is there's explosions and sounds all the time in Star Wars, and you don't get mad about that. And I think that that's the limit of the audience, the suspension of disbelief. You're putting it out with an extinguisher. It seems so mundane. It seems so earthly that now you've lost the disconnect because we allow these mediums to lie to us for the sake of fiction. But some things like a lightsaber whip, it just doesn't make sense to me. And maybe it's because it's new, but really, what did we gain, right?
Yeah.
You want to talk about the leads?
Clones?
What?
What do you mean? What?
Are they not clones?
I don't think they're clones, no.
What are they?
I think.
Oh, you mean the twins? Osha and May?
Yeah.
Aren't they the same person?
That's what Soul keeps saying.
Oh, that's part of the mystery too, eh? That we have to find out in season 2.
No, I don't want a season 2. I'm going to say it right here.
What do you mean? You don't want to know more about Darth Plagueis the Wise?
That we got to talk about that too. But I'm
What
gonna-
the? Bro, what was that? They just did,
He's just there, like,
literally lurking in the shadow.
Yeah.
Bro,
He's
get
Golem.
out of my face,
It's
bro.
Golem.
Bro, I didn't see where his other hand was. I don't know what he's doing in that cave. You know,
Yes.
staring at these two.
Yes. Walk to that ship.
They're holding hands. Remember, they're in love now. That's the end.
Hey, so let's figure out what are we gonna talk about first.
Osha and May, I the decision to have one, I don't know. I think it works in some cases, like Paul Rudd, but to have
The same actress play both.
Yeah.
No, I didn't like it because then when they're younger, they didn't get the same actress to
Actors
play
didn't do
both.
the same thing.
They're
I
Yeah.
can tell that
they're
you're
literal twins.
Yeah,
I can
that was
tell
dumb.
that you're
That was
twin
dumb.
sisters, but that you're not identical. Why is this happening?
Why is it that you become identical as you get older?
Yeah. What, you choose to do your hair the same
Same
way,
way.
even though you haven't seen each other for decades?
Bro, that scene where she cuts her hair with the lightsaber, was that supposed to be cool?
Explain what scene?
When May decides to, all right,
She's gonna portray her sister.
I'm gonna now become
So she cuts her
Osha.
hair.
So she cuts her hair in the most like unorganic way possible. Like
I guess it was supposed
it
to be
was so
cool.
stupid. That's you know what? That's the part that pissed me off the most out of the whole show. That one scene right there.
Where May cut her hair to look like Osha.
Yeah, because it was dumb.
I
Who
thought-
cuts? No, whatever.
I thought they were identical already. So.
No, one had that symbol,
Oh, the sim.
the virgin sign.
No,
Having-
virgins.
Having
The word is virgins.
You gotta watch the show with subtitles.
I
because
can't even-
I did not. Halfway through the episode, I'm figuring. Because it makes sense too if it's virgins as well, if instead of virgins.
You thought that life can only come from virgins.
Because they're lesbian.
What? The witches?
Yes.
But they don't do anything. They just make life like
So-
with magic.
Virgins. So it made sense.
No, that makes less sense.
Nah, it made sense for me, man.
The virgins. Like convergence.
A virgins in the force.
Yeah. Okay, so apparently the two girls did the same person and life was created and they were split into two people.
What's the Sith's name?
Kamir?
Komir. Well, that's the name he gives,
Yes.
and he pretends.
But we don't
We
know.
don't know what it's real. The
Oh,
stranger.
that was stupid.
I-
The
was-
subtitle
no,
says
no.
the stranger.
That
No,
whole
no,
little
no.
twist was stupid.
No, his name is Darth Blake Bortles.
Darth Bortles.
Bortles.
Darth Bortles. Yeah, so he's known as the stranger. He gave the name Komir.
That twist was dumb.
A lot of the twists were dumb. The fact that there was two sisters.
You didn't
Who-
like that they inverted
Also,
it? The story?
she started the fire, did she not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
May started the fire.
Yeah, May started
So
the
what
fire.
is the whole
Started
argument she has at the end where it's like, I didn't start the fire?
she didn't say she didn't start the fire. She's just like, I didn't kill my mom. Like that's not what happened.
I didn't destroy her home? She
I didn't
says
kill-
that.
Because
She destroyed...
from a certain point of view, sure, she started a
I
fire,
hate Star Wars.
but it was the events that, everything Soul did that led to everything collapsing.
Are you...
I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it.
And then
It's
she just
impossible.
goes and joins her. Also,
There's a lot of gaslighting happening on the show.
The bleeding of the crystal.
The bleeding of the crystal.
What was that,
All right,
bro?
let's talk about this. Link, what did you think?
I was telling you this yesterday. I think they wanted it to come out as being cool, and I feel like some people would think it's cool. I just thought it was stupid.
Why was it stupid?
It makes no sense.
Yeah, I agree. It makes no sense.
Honestly,
It
I
makes
think the
no
whole
sense
I
because
think
then you
the
brought up the
concept
good
of
point.
the-
You brought up a good point. Why doesn't Anakin do that in Order 66?
He literally couldn't.
Why doesn't
Commits,
Anakin
like,
do
infanticide.
that when he's going?
Nah, he wasn't
against-
evil enough.
Why isn't he doing it? Why doesn't he do that when he's against Obi-Wan?
he
Right?
wa- he
Like,
wa-
he's angry there.
He wasn't evil enough when he killed the kids and everybody that he knew, and force chokes his.
What's the name of the
His
girl
baby
in
mama.
Obi-Wan? In Kenobi?
I can't even remember. I don't even remember.
Little Leia?
No,
the villain.
the villain. I hate it.
Reva.
Reva.
Yeah.
Reva.
Reva
McEntire.
You
Yeah.
should've- yeah.
So,
Oh, because like in the comics, like they show it, right?
yeah.
That's the only
This
time
is
you
new
see it, right?
canon. Yeah.
Which I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of the whole like
Yeah,
you
I
getting
don't-
into the crystal thing.
I don't hold the creators of this show, the writers, they're not at fault for this moment unless it was their choice to include it.
But also the way that they do it too.
But-
because even in the comic when Vader does it, like
It's a
spends
process.
hours,
Yeah.
and it like takes a lot out of him.
This happened like magic.
This girl like
What-
was
yeah.
choking Soul and was just like, never mind.
Well, because she's,
She's
a virgin.
The power of the Virgin.
Yeah, we can do this now. One camera. We're one. We came from 2, and now we are 1 shot.
We're a virgin.
Stupid rhyme.
Oh, you are, but anyways, the Darth Plagueis.
What is that, man?
Do you know anything about Darth Plagueis?
The wise?
The Wise. It's a story that.
And that's how I want it to stay. I just want it to be a story that you hear about.
Because I want to. Eventually, I do want it. We all want to see it, right? We want to know more about Darth Plagueis.
I don't
right?
want to see it.
However,
I disagree.
I want to see it.
Okay.
However, if there is one
You
person,
saw it in his little cave, watching people walk by.
if there is one person,
We ran out of budget. I'll stay in the shadows.
if there is one person that should do it, it shouldn't be a nobody from Hollywood. It should be Dave Filoni.
Dave Filoni should be Darth Plagueis?
No, he should be the one that writes it.
Wears the cowboy hat.
Exactly. He is Cad Bane. No, it should be. He should be the one that writes it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Why give it to her? She's unproven in Star Wars.
That's because she took it. She's like, give me
It's
this.
all you,
Oh,
Kathleen Kennedy.
This is on the. Have we turned?
Because our boy was not.
Have we turned on Kathleen?
I've defended Kathleen for
I
a
think we all
long
have.
time.
Our boy.
Maybe not Link.
Oh, I don't care
Yeah.
about that lady.
Yeah.
Our boy had nothing to do with it. Filoni had nothing to do with it. Where was he in this show?
Yeah, he was working on the Mando movie.
Exactly. And this was before he was given creative control, right?
I believe so, yes. This show has been in production for a while.
What if the Mando movie sucks?
What if the Mando movie sucks?
Is that it for Star Wars? Is that it? That's like the last That's like the last hope, right?
Well, I mean, there's Andor season 2, like you mentioned.
But that's it. Like
When
Andor
is-
season 2 is when
There's-
that ends.
When does this come out?
Like next year, probably. I think it's done.
What?
Andor.
Yeah, that's it. Once it's
No,
done.
I meant the Mando movie.
26? I want to say. Yeah.
So then the only thing Star Wars we're getting next year is Andor.
Probably.
That we know of,
Or
yeah.
some animated show. he's been
No,
working
Skeleton Crew is still a thing that exists.
on. After watching this, I'm scared.
What is that again?
Jude Law. And
Jude Law and a
Jude
group
Law,
of children.
Jude Law is Miss Frizzle on the Star Wars Magic School Bus.
That's all we know.
You got to insult me on that one. We're gonna get freaking Watson.
What?
From
Sherlock
Holmes.
Oh,
Watson.
got it.
Your
Oh.
Watson is Martin.
Yeah, Martin Freeman. Yeah, sorry. Although I do want a third movie, but
What else do we have for? I think I'm over the show.
there's the video game, the High Republic. I'm sorry, not the High Republic. The
Outlaws.
Outlaws. Yeah.
That looks fantastic. I can't wait
Does
for
it?
that.
You saw gameplay?
No, I just seen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. When I
They
say
did
that
10
looks-
minutes
I
of
think it looks
gameplay. Yeah.
I can't
Star
wait.
Wars.
I can't
I'm
wait
gonna
for
play
that,
it.
man. It's Star Wars.
Okay.
You know what? I gotta beat Survivor.
Huh?
You haven't beat Jedi Survivor?
Is that the first one or second one?
Second one.
You haven't beat the second one.
Yeah. You got to
No,
do
no,
it.
no, no. Tears of the Kingdom got in the way.
I haven't
and then
beat
I haven't
Tears
gone
of the
back.
Kingdom.
I haven't gone back.
Well, you know what? I have the inverse. Like Survivor got in the way and I haven't gone back.
yeah. I was playing Survivor, then Tears of the Kingdom came, and it's like, I'm sorry.
You're still playing that?
You didn't beat Tears of the Kingdom?
No.
All right.
I'm scared of going down in the depths.
I'm also scared of that. Too.
Scary. It's like the cave and where Darth Plagueis is.
Okay. So we've got new canon. We've got new shows. We've got a movie on the horizon. We said that there was a New Hope last time we talked about Star Wars, but this is a dry summer.
The ebbs and flows of life.
I don't know if we talked about Bad Batch. I saw it. I know you saw the finale. Link hasn't finished it.
I've only seen season 1.
What were your thoughts overall, real quick?
I heard it got better in season 1 and 2, right?
It did get better.
Two
Yeah.
and
Bad
three,
Batch
sorry,
is
2 and
great.
3.
Yeah.
Season 2 is fantastic.
You know,
It
it's
does that-
really good. I don't know if I would say it's great.
It does that
I
thing.
liked it.
It does that thing that Filoni has.
I think back half was way stronger. Like the whole plot to kill the clones.
Yeah.
I thought that was very.
You know what? I
really-
think the
I really
seasons are
enjoyed
too
that.
long. I think that like a shorter, more concise story would have benefited the
You
show.
know what it was
Hey,
like?
hey,
It was like
someone-
it was
someone
like a
says-
more,
Someone said that the crystal bleeding was badass. I don't care what y'all say.
Okay, well,
good for you.
and you know what? If you enjoy something, enjoy it, man. Like,
Yeah, I'm not here to hate on you.
yeah. Or even on those moments. Like, I personally just don't. I don't like that mythos. I don't think it makes sense. But you know what? Whatever. I think I said this to you guys. Where that's it. I've decided my Star Wars starts at about the Clone Wars and ends at about Mandalorian and everything in between that timeline. Rebels, Andor, the original trilogy. That's where
I also think like for me, like how I grew up
understanding how it works and playing the games where it's like I literally had to go to a planet and get my own crystal and put it in my own lightsaber.
Yeah.
Like you need a different type of crystal for it to be a different color.
Yeah.
And that is how I grew up. That was my canon, and I get it. Like
Yeah, but
the
even then,
people
that's,
making the new properties, you know.
that's
You know,
how,
a
that's how
wise
they do
stories that
Clone
they're
Wars
doing.
as well.
You know, a wise man, Glenn Powell, said, sometimes the old ways were better.
They're gonna say if you feel it, chase
You
it.
can feel it chasing,
No,
baby.
that's for next week's episode.
Oh, we gotta wear cowboy hats
Talk
for next
about
week.
talk about a twist.
Yeah.
When you say next week, yeah. I mean, aside from that, I think that I don't know.
It is
Are
what
you,
it
are
is.
you guys worried?
I'm not worried. I've learned to let go.
I've lost hope.
Okay, so you you're taking the philosophy of what's the name of that, the 7th movie,
Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of
Oh,
Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker is not the
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
Okay, yeah. Force Awakens.
Okay.
Which
What
is
is
what?
it?
Remember, isn't it where Yoda tells him like learn to let go of like?
That's 8.
That's 8, Last Jedi.
Yeah, that's the one I meant. Sorry, The Last Jedi.
That's also Iron Man 2.
Learn to let go. I want my bud.
Yes, the philosophy of the Crimson Dynamo or Whiplash or whoever he was supposed to be.
All right, so question.
Yeah.
What are you more
Anxious about?
anxious about?
I'm not anxious anymore. That's it.
Star Wars? Okay. What are you more worried about? I don't know. Star Wars or MCU?
Honestly, it doesn't matter because I had Andor and Marvel was trash, and now I have X-Men and Star Wars is trash. So it's a flow of life.
I
It's
think
a give and take.
I
It's a
think
balance.
that's where I am now in my fandom, especially with Disney because they control Marvel and Star Wars. I think I've come to terms with I'm gonna like some stuff. Andor, I think is awesome, and I'm looking forward to season 2. And I trust Tony Gilroy, and I think it's gonna be great. Anything that comes from this show, I don't think I'm gonna like it. Other people are gonna like it. That's fine. Star Wars is for everyone, but that means it can't be for me all the time. And I guess I'm gonna make my peace. Maybe the Mando movie will be good. I can't even say that I know that for sure because I haven't seen a Mando movie. Will it translate to that, medium? Perhaps. There'll be good Star Wars. There'll be bad Star Wars. There'll be good MCU. There'll be bad MCU. I'm not excited about the new Captain America movie. Yeah.
But you know what I am excited
And that's
for?
crazy. What?
Gladiator 2.
Okay.
My dude.
My dude.
All right. Well, we can talk about Gladiator 2 in depth at a later date. But,
Wait, question about Gladiator 2. I ended up watching the trailer.
all right, finally.
At long last.
Did they really flood the Colosseums?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
was that just made up?
That's
No,
real.
That's real.
Oh my goodness, how did they have the technology to do that?
The water?
They had multiple
I
Colosseums.
know you have water.
Aqueducts?
Oh my, wouldn't there be some leakage somewhere? I don't know. I was just mind blown. I thought that they made this up.
I think it is cool. I think
I thought it was
It
so
is
cool.
cool.
And I
But
also
like,
think
this
it's
gotta
like
be fake.
they don't really depict that much
Yeah.
in movies and stuff like that.
I've never seen that in my life, so I thought this is super cool, but it's got to be fake. You know why? Because I'm listening to Kanye watching a
that's
Gladiator.
what I was gonna say. Is it true that they used to listen to Kanye?
Kanye, yeah. It kind of took me out, but it was cool. I don't know.
What now? We're upset that they're not using period realistic.
You know what? Star Wars.
Because they weren't playing classical music back in Gladiator 1, so I don't know what you're talking about.
This is what you need, Star Wars.
All right.
You need a trailer,
Yes.
and you need to put Kanye on it, because apparently that works.
I didn't know
And
we were
if
allowed to still use Kanye music.
You know what? But you know what I think works.
Really, Scott didn't get the memo. He's too busy building sets.
I think what happens was we got Denzel with a cool earring, and that just like completely sold me. Maybe that's what you need, Leslie Headland. Denzel with an earring.
You know what? You solved it. If we can get
The
Denzel,
other Jedi had an earring. The one that sucked.
but if we can get Denzel in Star Wars, that's our new hope.
Would you be okay if Leslie Headland was in charge of
You know
whatever he
what?
was in charge of?
I'll be there. If you get Kanye music. So, until then,
The ebbs and flows.
anybody want to sign off?
I'm trying to read what they said.
Forget the past. Kill it if you have to. I don't know who Kava.
Amen.
Kava,
Amen, brother.
2290.
Amen.
Oh, Jeremy's been talking this whole time.
All right.
He said Sidney Sweeney. He knew he was.
My boys.
Oh yeah,
Jeremy
that's
know.
true. This is also going up on Spotify.
Yeah, this is an audio
All right.
podcast. We still run this.
Bye,
There's a whoop.
guys.